Good evening, everybody. My name is Frank Stepnowski. Please call me Step. Everybody else does. And I'm going to be your student's AP teacher for the first marking period, which will end on January 29th. This is just a little overview, back to school night video. This is all new for us. Apologies if I glance down at my notes. I just want to make sure that I cover everything short, expeditiously, so I can get you in and out of here. Any of the information I'm going to give you here is also posted on my website, on the class syllabus, all of which you'll be able to access with the information located below this video. First order of business, again, I'm going to be your child's teacher from now till January 29th. This is an AP literature and writing course. For the AP class, the goal is threefold. One, to make your child a better writer, to make them more clear and more efficient in their actual written skills. To also make them understand and to be able to analyze higher order text better, and to combine those skills to make them a more efficient communicator, regardless of what their plans are, whether they want to go right into the world of work, college, university, anything of that nature. As far as expectations go, my reputation is that I'm a hard teacher and a hard grader. Of course, that's also balanced with the fact that I do not hold students to any standard I'm not willing to live up to. Yes, my expectations are high. That is doubled by the fact that this is an AP class. Students can earn college credits, and there is a state exam on May 13th, I believe, next year for this. So the standards I'm being held to are higher than Pennsauken High School standards. These are state standards. I had to have my curriculum approved by the state, by College Board. As such, we don't play by the same restrictions and rules sometimes as high school does. For example, there is no late work in this class. You're not getting partial credit for late work. This is an AP class. So work has to be done on time, deadlines have to be met. That being said, since I'm going to spend more time with your children over the next couple months than I will with my own actual offspring, which is fine, they're grown up and out of the house, I'm going to hold them as much as I can to the same standard. That means I will be relentless in terms of quality work. I will not tolerate disrespect of other students or myself, but I usually don't have a problem with that. Again, we're going to have a lot of kids coming in remotely, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Our biggest issue this year is going to be attendance and everybody being on point, but more about that later. My expectations will continue to rise as the year goes on. A lot of kids are in this class because they were the smart kids. They were in gifted or honors programs. Please be advised, you may see some grades you're not used to in the very beginning. The standards are going to be high. I've already talked to the students. They've all bought in on this. They know that what I'm doing for them, as harsh as it might be and as painful as it might be sometimes, is designed to evolve them to where they need to be. When you make mistakes in high school, they're free. You make them in a college or university, they're very expensive. I'm trying to get rid of these now for you. Qualifications. I was told to talk about my qualifications, so I'll just throw this out there. This is a writing course. Primarily, the studying for the AP exam is it's a one-part multiple choice, but that's heavy-duty reading, and then 3 essays. I've published 5 books. I've been published numerous times in periodicals. I've been a guest on several informational and literature podcasts, and I was also recently approached by an Emmy-winning producer to conduct a podcast involving literature and the teaching of literature. So I promise you, I am eminently qualified to teach your son or daughter how to write better. I've also done professional proofreading. I was approved to have this course count for college credit, so everything we're doing, I have to give you my word, is at the highest possible level. Simple things like uniform and materials, I'll provide everything your student needs. If your student is an A or B student and they're in class, they have to follow the class uniform. Homework will be given infrequently, but when it's done, I do expect it to be done neatly, completely, and following directions. As far as grades go, we'll follow the class grading scheme, projects, tests, homework, classwork, but I do a whole point system. That way I can attribute whatever value I want. So if we take 5 days to do something versus 5 hours, the points will count proportionally. We talked about late work. That doesn't happen. This is an AP class. AP technically stands for Advanced Placement, but what it really should stand for is Autonomous Person. Don't take this personally. I don't want to hear from you guys. Your son or daughter should be able to advocate for themselves, tell me what the issues are, conference with me, and deal with this. That is what AP means. They have to take personal autonomy and responsibility for everything they do. I lay everything out clearly. It's always posted on Google Classroom. I update Genesis daily. My website is continually updated. There was never an excuse that you don't know what to do, how to do it, and it will usually model it first. As far as absenteeism, now this is different obviously this year with the COVID pandemic. Again, AP class. Your student needs to be logged in and I need to see him or her on the camera. They can't just disappear. I take attendance by calling their name. I take it again at the end of the period. They're going to want to be here because you're going to need that direct instruction to improve. Usually when it comes to writing, I'll sit down in conference with each kid one-on-one, whether that is virtually or in person. I'll be sending home books for the people that weren't here. Everybody will get an AP workbook to keep. Everybody will also be getting a copy of the novel, or the book Why We Sleep, by Dr. Matthew Walker, who was gracious enough to give me a class set. They'll be working independently out of those texts and on the online component while I'm working with kids individually when I'm not doing direct instruction. As far as anything like plagiarism or academic dishonesty, I do a whole lesson on that. First time, I will talk to the student. Second time, they're going to fail the assignment. In college, this could get you kicked out of a program, so this is something we need to talk about. Otherwise, again, right below this video should be my email address, the class website. You can always look at Genesis or on Google Classroom and join. I've sent out invitations to everybody. You can always get in touch with me. Please bear with me. I have 300 freshmen I'm in charge of, Dean of Discipline, about 100 students, 5 kids of my own, 2 dogs, and a partridge in a pear tree, and a wife I occasionally like to see. So I will get back to you very soon. It will never be more than 24 hours, usually within a couple hours. But if you need to contact me, do so. But again, please, advocate for your son or daughter to be their own advocate and speak up for themselves and defend themselves, because at the end of the day, they're responsible for their grades in this class. I hope that was comprehensive enough. Looking forward to meeting you in person someday. Take care.